Hey, welcome back to All About Skincare. If you're new here, so glad you found us. This is the place where we go deep on ingredients, routines, and the science behind what you're putting on your face. And today we are talking about probably the most popular skincare ingredient in the world right now, hyaluronic acid. You've seen it on serums, eye creams, moisturizers, sheet masks, lip glosses, even foundation. It is everywhere. But here's the thing. Despite how ubiquitous it is, a lot of people are still confused about what it actually does, why science considers it so important, whether there are any limitations to watch out for, and how to use it properly at different ages. We're going to answer all of that today, and I'm also going to share with you a passage from a real scientific paper that perfectly explains why this molecule matters so much. So grab your water, stay hydrated inside and out, and let's get into it. Let's start with what hyaluronic acid actually is, because the word acid in the name throws a lot of people off. It sounds like it should be exfoliating or irritating, the way glycolic or salicylic acid are, but it's not. Hyaluronic acid is not an exfoliant. It's a glycosaminoglycan, which is a type of sugar molecule that occurs naturally in our bodies. You'll find it in your joints, your eyes, and, most relevantly for us, your skin. It's one of the major structural components of what's called the extracellular matrix, the biological framework that holds your skin cells together and gives your skin its volume, bounce, and moisture. And here's the number that blows people's minds. A single molecule of hyaluronic acid can hold up to 1,000 times its own weight in water. That's not a marketing exaggeration. That's basic chemistry. It's one of the most effective water-binding substances known to biology. Now, I want to pause here and bring in some actual science, because this ingredient has been studied extensively and the research is genuinely compelling. I came across a landmark review paper that says this beautifully, and I want to read you a short passage from it because it frames the whole conversation. The paper is titled Hyaluronic Acid, a Key Molecule in Skin Aging, published in the journal Dermatoendocrinology in 2012 by researchers Eleni Papakonstantino, Michael Roth, and George Karakoulakis from the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki and the University Hospital of Basel. It reads, "Youthful skin retains its turgor, resilience and pliability, among others, due to its high content of water. Daily external injury, in addition to the normal process of aging, causes loss of moisture. The key molecule involved in skin moisture is hyaluronic acid, HA, that has unique capacity in retaining water." That one paragraph captures the entire reason this ingredient became so important in cosmetics. It's not just a moisturizing trick, it's the molecule your skin relies on to stay structurally sound and hydrated from the inside out. The same paper also notes that as we age, the concentration of hyaluronic acid in the skin decreases significantly, and the molecules that remain become smaller and less effective at retaining water. That loss is directly connected to the dehydration, loss of volume, and formation of fine lines that we associate with skin aging. So why did hyaluronic acid explode in cosmetics specifically? A few reasons. First, it works across essentially all skin types, oily, dry, combination, sensitive, because it's not introducing a foreign substance to the skin. It's replenishing something that was already there naturally. Second, the results are visible relatively quickly. When applied topically to well-prepared skin, hyaluronic acid plumps up the surface almost immediately, smoothing the appearance of fine lines and giving that dewy, healthy glow that everyone is chasing. Third, cosmetic technology has advanced in how it delivers hyaluronic acid, with formulations now using different molecular weights, high, medium, and low, to reach different layers of the skin. High molecular weight HA sits closer to the surface and forms a protective, moisture-retaining film. Low molecular weight HA penetrates more deeply and works within the dermis to hydrate at a structural level. The most advanced serums today combine all three sizes, which is why multi-weight hyaluronic acid formulas have become such a gold standard in the category. Now, the age question, and the honest answer here is genuinely exciting. Hyaluronic acid is one of the very few skincare actives that has virtually no lower age limit when it comes to use. Teenagers with dry or dehydrated skin can benefit from it. People in their early 20s can use it as a preventive hydration foundation. Those in their 30s, 40s, and beyond are essentially replenishing what their skin is naturally losing. That said, the most meaningful and visible benefits typically start showing up in the late 20s to early 30s, when natural HA production in the skin begins to slow down and the first signs of dehydration-related aging, subtle texture changes, the first fine lines, start to appear. So if you want to be strategic about it, your mid to late 20s is a great time to make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. As for limitations, there is one important nuance that not enough people talk about. Hyaluronic acid is a humectant, which means it draws moisture from its environment. In a humid climate or when applied to properly damp skin, it pulls water from the air and from the deeper layers of your skin up toward the surface. But in a very dry or low humidity environment, think air conditioning, cold winter air, desert climates, it can actually have the opposite effect and draw moisture from the deeper layers of your skin outward, where it then evaporates. The fix for this is simple. Always apply hyaluronic acid serum to slightly damp skin, not dripping wet, just freshly splashed or misted. And always seal it with a moisturizer or occlusive ingredient on top. That sealing step is non-negotiable. Without it, you may actually end up drier than when you started. One of the best things about hyaluronic acid is how beautifully it plays with almost everything else in your routine. It's non-irritating, pH flexible, and chemically stable, which makes it one of the most versatile layering ingredients in skincare. Let's talk about some of the best pairings. Vitamin C and hyaluronic acid is a classic combination. You get the brightening, antioxidant, and collagen-stimulating effects of vitamin C, amplified by the plumping and barrier-supporting effects of HA. They work on entirely different pathways, so there's no conflict, and many of the most effective morning serums combine them. Retinol and hyaluronic acid is another power duo. Retinol can sometimes cause dryness and irritation, especially in the beginning, and hyaluronic acid is one of the best ways to buffer that, keeping the skin hydrated and cushioned, while the retinol does its cell renewal work. Apply the HA first on damp skin, let it absorb, then layer the retinol over it, or mix the two in the palm of your hand for a gentler delivery. Niacinamide and hyaluronic acid are also a wonderful match. Both are gentle, both improve barrier function, and niacinamide adds pore-minimizing and sebum-regulating benefits that complement the pure hydration of HA. And of course, peptides, like the argireline we talked about in our last video, combine exceptionally well with hyaluronic acid, since HA creates an optimal hydrated environment for peptides to work effectively within the skin matrix. So there you have it. Hyaluronic acid is not just a trend, it's a biological essential that your skin produces naturally and depends on every single day. Understanding why it works and how to apply it correctly makes all the difference between a routine that feels nice and one that actually delivers lasting results. This is one ingredient I genuinely recommend to absolutely everyone, at any age, with any skin type. It is that universal. If this video was useful, please leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and reach more people who are looking for exactly this kind of straightforward, science-based content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and hit the bell so you never miss a new upload. We go deep on every ingredient so you can make smarter decisions for your skin. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.